Also, one thing I was thinking, is that like an actual timer?
That's just so we can see it. I turned the sound off.
So what? It should count up. It should count up.
Ah.
I was thinking about that on the way over, and you're like, why didn't we ever do this before? Just make the timer.
That's what I said the first time.
Eric, shut up. Everything with you is, I already said that before. I'm the smartest. No.
I talk all the time for my little ideas, and then we find some roundabout way that works.
When you said it was dumb.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to BakaTaka, the new and improved version. As always, sitting on the left, it's
George.
in the middle, it's
Eric.
And I'm on the right, and I'm Chase. You're listening to BakaTaka, or watching also. Yeah, watching and listening.
This is kind of wild.
We've rebooted.
This is very
This
wild.
is new. Oh.
I don't know like how to.
Am I supposed to look at you guys or the camera?
I would say look at us,
Yeah, don't
because
even
looking at the
don't
camera is
acknowledge
kind of
the camera.
awkward. And plus, I'm blind, so I'm probably not even looking at it.
Don't they want to like... Hello.
But we're adding you guys into the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're added into the BakaTaka universe.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is the
Still better than the DCU.
I've heard things, but we'll get to that.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that because
So-
Chase and I both watched Wonder Woman yesterday.
this is the reboot. This is our new setup. We haven't been doing anything for a while, and we've all been anticipating this. We're so excited to finally like get back to this and everything. I'm excited.
I'm just so glad I can do as much as I want to be.
I'm just excited because there's a lot of things have shifted and changed. Besides,
A lot of things
obviously,
have happened.
yeah.
This is
Yeah.
obviously having video and like the setup.
This
but-
is a lot more of a production now, and I'm okay with that. I'm a big fan of it personally.
Yeah.
Well, like the amount of topics and how our interests have shifted since we started the podcast
Oh,
and since we've last recorded
100%.
have changed drastically.
I haven't watched
yeah.
really any anime in about 2 months.
Yeah.
Except for Great Pretender. I watched that on Netflix.
Yeah.
I love that show.
Because I was thinking the other day, I was like, this isn't really going to be like an anime podcasting. It's just
Nah.
going to be like,
Just three bros.
yeah, what the hell? are you guys
Occasionally
gonna get
four.
into? Yeah. I mean, it's obvious our interests are heavily, leaning towards.
Anime,
culture,
video
yeah,
games,
something like
yeah.
that.
It's a very pop culture podcast.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Absolutely.
Movies, TV, video games,
Yeah.
books, audiobooks.
Audiobooks?
Audiobooks.
Is that a hint towards another guest coming on?
No, that was I was just saying I don't really do normal books. I like audio.
Oh, okay.
I've gotten into, I've gotten into audio. I mean, certainly yes, it does hint towards another guest coming on. I've gotten more into audiobooks recently. I've never been a big reader, but
If
I'm
I
going
would,
through some audiobooks.
I always think I'm gonna get into reading, and the place I always start with is audiobooks because that's like the best I can do.
It's
I'm never gonna be able to read anything.
It's just like audiobooks for especially you and me, Chase, would be easy to get into because we have a commute to work.
yeah.
And there's
that's true.
there's like it's like a half hour for you or like an hour for me.
Yeah,
And it's just like something you can do at the time. Just listen to.
exactly.
Which is exactly why I got into it. With my new job, I travel a lot, and whenever I'm driving, it's just time to listen to something that's a little bit more useful than just music. And I mean, I love music. I'll search new songs all the time, but audiobooks kind of you get the story with it. And I've always wanted to be a little bit more well read, but I don't enjoy reading, and I think that's fine. There's a lot of mediums that people don't enjoy. Like you guys are fans of podcasts. I'm fine with making them, but quite frankly, I've never enjoyed listening to a podcast before.
I was never really into podcasts either. Like I said, until I started commuting this massive commute.
I have been into podcasts since like 2009.
Yeah.
I was listening to PlayStation podcasts
wow.
back then and stuff like that.
See, like I can sit down and watch a YouTube video of people talking, but just listening, I just can't connect with the people. Like if I watch like maybe the Trash Taste podcast, I could probably be okay with that because I know enough about the people hosting it that I could I feel kind of a link there.
That's another
Anything
thing
else,
for me.
I just can't pick up though.
Yeah, that's the thing for me too. Is like the podcast really has to be heavily into my interests.
Yes, it's got to be personable.
Because I don't think I could just pick up like, hey, here's a random podcast about some sort of history event or like about this news event going on, something like this. Like, it has to be really geared towards
Exactly. And I have trouble finding any podcast that holds my attention for that exact reason. And books are kind of the same thing. It takes a lot of effort to actually sit down and read a book. But to listen to one in a time when you already aren't doing anything
Yeah.
else, I can do that all day.
Yeah.
Assuming I'm not doing anything else all day.
Yeah.
I'm a one thing at a time kind of person.
Yeah, same here.
I like having, I don't know if, I guess like a lot of the times it's like you're really quiet. So I do enjoy having multiple things on at the same time.
Yeah.
Even if I'm not paying attention to one, sometimes I just like the noise or whatever.
That's true. That's true.
I mean,
background noise is fine.
Even when I'm reading, I throw on something on YouTube, even if it's nothing I have interest in. It's just like background noise.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to. I'm looking at these lights reflect off your glasses. I'm wondering if they're reflecting off that way.
There's also like a blue reflection on my
Yeah.
It's like anti-glare.
Yeah.
So,
Thanks, Kojima.
Yeah, my bad guy.
We'll
No,
see.
you
I
do.
mean,
I can do that anime push-up glasses glare.
Yeah.
Villain protagonist thing, but
George.
Yes.
We watched a movie
We
yesterday.
did.
Not together.
No,
We just
we
ended up
watched
watching
it
it at the
separately.
same time.
We watched Wonder Woman 1984.
1984.
how was it?
It.
Considering Wonder Woman has been probably the best DC IP,
I personally disagree. I think Aquaman was better.
I never saw it.
I never
I
saw
heard
Aquaman.
Aquaman was good, but I mean, considering like Justice League flopped.
Yes.
All the Batman movies have been doing.
Yeah,
pretty
Batman
bad
v
recently.
Superman.
The Superman movies haven't been the best.
Yeah, Man of Steel was okay, but it had its problems. I would say the first Wonder Woman was better overall.
And I don't know much about the TV series stuff too, like the Arrow. And
Oh,
Flash, and all that.
I never
about
been.
those.
So I don't know if those are technically part of the DCEU. Are they?
I think so, because the Flash from the TV series is the one that's in the.
No, it's not. It's a different actor and everything.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they're
yeah,
not.
Yeah. What was the saying? It was like DC had better cartoons.
Yeah,
and Marvel's got better movies.
Yeah, and apparently the DC TV shows are better too, but I haven't watched any of them.
Yeah.
Same.
Like the live action TV shows.
Oh yeah.
Same.
I don't really watch them.
But Wonder Woman 84, I'd give it probably a 6. 6 out of 10. I could even stoop to possibly a 5 for certain parts.
I would give it a 5 out of 10. There's points in it that are really nice. There's a scene where they're flying. That's nice.
They bring the invisible jet.
Yep.
They get the invisible jet. So I don't know enough about Wonder Woman to know like what kind of powers she has and what she doesn't. But it seemed like a lot of things were just kind of Deus Ex'd into the story.
So
like,
I knew about the invisible plane.
Yeah.
I knew about the flying.
Mhm.
I knew about that her strength. What's it called? She's an Amazonian or whatever.
Yeah.
And like it's pretty much like everything that comes from that is where her powers pretty much come from.
So I looked into it a little bit, and the flying thing, it's kind of weird. It's got a weird history with Wonder Woman. She wasn't always able to fly, and then sometimes she was able to fly, and sometimes it was less of flying and more like gliding along with the wind or using the whip with the lightning.
I was
and
gonna
there
say,
was like
whip was what I remember.
but there's like the weirdest combination in 84 where it's kind of all of those.
She's whipping onto lightning and like riding
and
the
clouds.
lightning. Yeah, and clouds. Yeah.
Yes, just random.
I remember
clouds.
like lightning,
Yeah,
but not clouds.
but then
Yeah.
also she's just straight up flying at some parts.
Yeah.
Like not whip, not glide, just straight up flying.
like
she
the whole
has-
holding your hand out like Superman.
Yeah.
She has a hand out,
Yeah.
2 hands, 1 hand.
She's doing this weird
doing all
like,
poses.
yeah,
when
like
she's like
that,
figuring
yeah.
out, she's doing this weird like kind of like floaty gliding thing, like trying to figure it out, and it's just all the action in all the DC. This is not specific just 84.
Yeah.
All the DC action just feels very wrong. Like it's like the visual effects team had no one on it that understands physics. That's what it's all floaty, and it's this weird combination of making them seem like they're moving fast, but like slowing time down to make things work.
Also,
There's just no weight.
The
to
the camera
anything.
composition is really bad because
It
like
is.
when she's
It
flying,
is.
it's all close-ups. There is
Okay.
no distance shot.
So
you don't
it-
see
Mhm.
when she's
It's that like
flying
super
around.
cheesy thing where it's like mainly like her face and
It's
her
like
body.
so green.
Yeah,
and you can
yeah.
see like the clouds behind her. That's
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
I feel that.
There's
That's still like 90s. Like 90s
Yeah.
cheese.
Yeah, there's points where she's like, so this is movie magic stuff or whatever.
Oh, yeah,
so it's like
100%.
there's a point where she's like chasing down these guys in a car or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And she's sliding on this plate, and it's like, her hair would kind of get caught up in the tires and everything at this point, and like just kind of rip her head off a little bit.
It's just like in that same scene, they're doing like, you know, the car chase and everything. She gets out of the car, she's like running and keeping up and everything.
Yeah.
And it's like, I've seen other movies do this.
Yeah.
And they've done it well.
Yeah.
This movie has money.
Yes.
They have money, they have talent, and it still looks like this. I was talking to Chase, I was like, hey, I've seen YouTube visual effects people do better effects than this.
We were naming them off.
It's like you hold it to a higher standard because we've seen all of these superhero movies, namely Marvel movies, and even the worst Marvel movies do a pretty good job with the action. It typically feels like there's a good amount of weight to it. Now that's not. There are exceptions. There are exceptions in like certain aspects, but in general, they've all been better than the DCEU feels. Like, have you ever played any of the Arkham games or just watched any play? You know, like Batman just kind of like snaps to enemies and punches. It feels like that. You're watching the movie, and that's exactly what's happening. And the problem is, in a game where you're doing it, it makes sense. It feels right. You know, you want the game to feel like that. You can suspend that belief because
you want the game
to feel fluid. Watching a movie is not the same, and it looks so weird.
Yeah, like when you watch like Spider-Man like zipping around and stuff like that, you actually have to like see him like, you know, pull on his webs and stuff like that to actually pull something.
They have camera shots too, where it's like the camera's on the ground looking up at him. You see him.
Wonder Woman, like she stands up and she just like jerks her arm or whatever, and it yanks it or whatever. Spider-Man's like, you know, he's putting his whole body like in the
exactly. No.
Different characters.
Before we go further into the Wonder Woman stuff, I think we should say spoilers because we haven't like told any story stuff.
That's true.
There should be a spoiler warning here because I want to talk a little bit about the story and some of the biggest problems I had with it.
Are you gonna watch it?
Probably not.
Okay.
Honestly, if I tell you the spoilers, you'll probably still get just about the same amount of enjoyment.
Don't go on a 20-minute tirade.
No, I can sum it up pretty quickly.
Yeah, we don't have that much to say on it.
With the way the plot works out, at the end of the movie, you realize there really hasn't been a villain. There haven't been any consequences for anyone who you could say did anything wrong. So the movie in itself is ultimately pointless. There's a lot of parts that are very, like I said before, ex machina. Characters just kind of showing up in places and like people knowing things that you don't really have an understanding for knowing. And one of the things that kind of upset me the most about that is, I don't know if you guys have seen them, but considering when one of us gets something like recommended on Google or YouTube, everyone else seems to as well. The director, Patty Jenkins, I don't know if it was an old interview or a newer interview, but she basically said that when she directed the first Wonder Woman movie, Warner Brothers executives told her to do a different ending than she originally had planned, or maybe had even originally already completed.
Right.
And Wonder Woman was pretty panned universally for how kind of a rushed CGI bad ending it had. It wasn't good. The problem is, when you hear those things and you're like, man, that kind of sucks that's kind of what her movie is known for now when that wasn't her original intention. And then you watch 84 and you're like, I'm assuming that didn't happen a second time, but it's still got the same problems. I don't understand, like, what happened there?
Like, if it happens twice, is it a director thing? Or is it just, I feel that.
And from what I understand, this movie is already bombing. And a lot of that has to do with COVID and how it's like the theatrical release and the whole HBO Max deal. Because we watched it on HBO Max. I assume you did too?
No, we watched it in theater.
Oh, you went to the actual theater. Okay, we just watched it at home on HBO. HBO Max it's kind of a weird setup.
It's a super weird setup.
I was excited just because I haven't been to the theater since like February.
Whenever Dune comes out, I will definitely be watching that in a theater. I might watch it at home too, but I'll definitely be seeing that in theaters.
100% watching Dune, but we watched
Tenet.
Yeah, we watched Tenet.
We watched Tenet in theaters. Tenet was really good.
That was like one of the first weeks theaters opened back up.
Yes. Yeah, it was really recent. I mean, when our group went to go see that, there were 10 people total, and half of them were our group.
Yeah.
Like
I didn't see it.
The social distancing was like peak performance there. It was great.
Nothing to social distance from when you're the only ones in the theater.
Yeah. But I really didn't.
The feel of the theater is nice.
We never talked about Tenet on here because we kind of had our.
No, we did.
We did?
Yeah. I think we mentioned that we were going to go see it.
Okay.
No, you guys were like talking about it. I remember.
Oh.
Yes.
I just can't remember when we last recorded. It's been so long.
It's like actually watching Tenet. Did we do it? Did it actually happen?
Well, it's out on digital release now. Maybe we'll have to watch that again.
I want to watch it just for the first time alone.
It is a very good movie. Like, having kind of thought more about it and talked to more people about it, I think there are some issues that like I've kind of like realized now.
I mean, anything with time paradoxes is going to have issue. Like,
See,
somebody's going to find something.
Oh yeah. So I'm not even talking about that. I'm more on the issue is kind of the directorial side where like
just how the movie's made in general.
Yeah. It's
no.
There's almost
I'd rather have that better than like having plot holes.
I would still say I would highly recommend it, but there's things like I didn't think about this or notice this upon initial viewing, but having heard other people talk about it, I'm like thinking about it, I'm like, this is true. There's almost no just natural dialogue. Almost every line in that movie is exposition. Like almost completely. And it works, but it's very exposition heavy. But it hides it pretty well if you're not specifically looking for it. And the second thing is, you know how you can kind of have a complaint with certain directors at a point where it feels like that director is trying to play too hard into what they do. Like a Tarantino movie being too Tarantino-y.
Yeah.
This Christopher Nolan movie is pretty Nolan-y.
Yeah.
It's very, very much a Nolan film to like... It is, and that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And it's exactly what you get. But maybe it'd be good if you just kind of took a step back and like, because he's an amazing director.
Yeah.
But if he did something that was a little less like, oh, this is a Nolan plot, I feel like that could be really amazing
too. I think it's so Christopher Nolan's to the point where it's like it's always going to be a Nolan plot.
I know.
Me and George were talking about this earlier. We were just like, there's nothing worse than having something stand out in a movie. And stuff like that.
And like remove you from
the
it.
Goal is the goal is to just not like take you out of the movie.
Yeah.
I don't want to look at it and be like, oh, this is like done this way and stuff like that. Which is why that's where the good direction and everything comes in. Is because it's when they make it something that you don't notice.
And I would say you don't run into any of that while watching Tenet. Okay. Later down the line, maybe, but while watching it, I never had that issue.
Because that's what I got when we were watching 1917 and stuff like that. I was just like, I was invested. BakaTaka!
Hi, I'm George Geetline from BakaTaka, and as someone who's been to several anime conventions, I can tell you the one thing that really brings it home is that ripe smell of weebs. And the way to ensure that you can really, really be doing your best at a convention is to use our new product, Weeb Mayonnaise. With Weeb Mayonnaise, you can show up to any convention being completely just showered clean. Rub this all over your body and you'll be ready to go with everyone else. Try our new product, Weeb Mayonnaise. It's on our store, BakaTaka.com.
I was the king.
That's good. That's
so
good.
Then, like, segue a little bit of that. We were watching Die Hard.
Remember? So good.
Yeah. So
tell them how we watched Die Hard first of all.
So this is about the whole exposition thing. First was when you notice something that takes you out of it real quick is when we were watching Die Hard, and it was like an hour and 20 minutes into the movie, and I think you said, I don't think Bruce Willis has had any meaningful dialogue other than one-liners.
It's all one-liners.
And we're sitting there and thinking, I was like, Yeah, did he actually have a conversation? I was like, oh yeah, when he talked to his wife at the start of the movie.
That was it.
Yeah.
That's his only meaningful
That was like
conversation.
everything
And-
else is just like one-off quips to other
Maybe
people.
the limo driver, like a little bit, but it was more of just he was brushing him off.
Yeah,
The whole
so, like, the
time.
entire thing is just like it takes you out of the movie for a moment. And you sit there, it's like
so
he's had
good.
one-liners the entire movie.
Mhm.
But anyways, we started watching Die Hard because we were all watching it together online. We were like, so
Yeah, online watch along.
it was I was so to get into this.
Mhm.
We've been getting into VTubers.
Oh yeah.
It's a very dark hole.
Let's get into the
we
VTubers
got.
after we
Yeah.
explain the watch along
But at
part.
first, we're like, oh, there's a watch along happening with Gargura and Watson, Amelia Watson,
Yeah.
the Hololive English members. And we're like, well, we're not doing anything, right?
Yeah.
Let's just goof around,
Wasn't doing anything.
get together.
Yeah.
We'll rent Die Hard, get the bros together on Discord, and watch Die Hard with
We each
two
rented
Hololive
it.
members.
We each rented our own because none of us watched it together. We were
Yeah.
all just on a Discord call.
Yeah, we're on a Discord.
Yeah.
Oh, it was great. I got it on YouTube,
I got it on Amazon.
Amazon,
YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a couple technical difficulties at the beginning that they had to get worked out on.
Because they're
their
like,
end,
we're
but,
starting at this
oh.
point, and we're like, so are we starting at this point, or are we starting the movie at this
I
point?
remember it was exactly 23 seconds in.
Yeah, it was like
26
So Chase
seconds
was
in.
different too, because this
Oh.
was like 20 seconds. Ours was like 22, 23, 24.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
Just
I
trying
had
to
to start
figure
in
out
the
how to
right
start
frame.
the stupid movie.
And Amelia was like,
And we were like-
when this word is up here and the screen's dark, that's where we're starting.
Yeah, we were like, I was like advancing frame by frame, and I'm like, wait, this sits on the screen for like 3 seconds. Do I start at the end or
Is
the
it when it's
beginning,
brightest?
or when it's its brightest?
Yeah.
Because it fades in. I'm like,
yeah.
we got it figured out.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
yeah.
great. It was
Absolutely.
So we watched Die Hard. We noticed
Oh.
the one-liners and quips. Great time. But the main thing was VTubers.
Yeah,
We watched
VTubers.
along with Gargura and Amelia Watts.
I haven't gotten nearly as hard as you guys have,
Oh my god.
but I've been watching a little bit. I
This-
like the Hololive EN kind
This-
of group.
This is why I said our interests have drastically shifted. Because so
You've
Chase,
lost a lot of time doing this.
Oh yeah, I've lost a lot of time. So
It's dangerous.
Chase and I were sitting on Discord one Saturday, right?
I think so.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
Saturday or
something like
something.
that.
And it was like a week after Whole Life English made their debut.
It was like August, September, sometime like
Yeah.
that.
I didn't realize it was so recent. Okay,
Yeah,
interesting.
So Chase was talking something about Gura,
Mhm.
and then he was like, "Oh,
Ah.
just here's all this other stuff. Here's an article about it on like Crunchyroll and whatnot." I'm like, "This is stupid. Like, who'd
Who'd
wanna-
waste their time?
Who would want to
watching-
get into this?" Because I remember Kizuna Eye.
Yeah, when did she blow up?
Keys in the Eye was like back in like 2017, 2018,
Okay,
something like
yeah.
that.
Because
But
that
she's-
was my first like
Yeah.
time hearing about VTubers, but I never actually looked anything up, and I
So-
actually thought it was just an AI.
Ah,
I literally, I just
yeah.
thought it was an AI for the
I'm-
longest
I'm-
time.
Like it's in her name. too,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Yeah,
But, like-
Keys in the AI.
So Kizuna Eye is different because she made videos, right? It was just like a normal YouTube video.
Mm-hmm.
Hololive is different because it's all about streaming. Like,
Yes.
they do make videos and stuff like original songs and just
Yeah.
goof around videos, but it's
Yeah.
mainly about streaming.
Well, they're idols.
But anyways, I was just
Yeah.
like, this is stupid. Who can get into this? I was never really into Kizuna Eye, just
Mhm.
like, whatever. Like she had some funny stuff, like when she was dropping F-bombs. on
Yeah,
people.
that's always a classic.
Yeah,
really
I was
is.
just like,
yeah,
this is
absolutely.
dumb. And so that's when the bad stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, this is stupid.
Nice. Okay.
And then Chase was just like, just check it out. Here's some dumb clips.
Just be clear. When you say bad stuff, you mean like the whole move out to Maryland and everything?
No, not the bad stuff. Bad stuff is like this is where.
Oh, that's
this is where you
oh,
start
okay.
going down.
This is where
This is where the
I
dumb
became a
stuff comes from.
degenerate.
This is
Yeah.
the bad turning moment.
This,
Yeah.
this is where I devolve.
So Chase was just like, here's some stuff. I was like, whatever. And then it started flooding my recommended like immediately after that.
Yeah, dangerous.
Then I saw a karaoke clip
Mm.
of Gura singing Cruel Angel's Thesis.
Good song.
So I was
And
just like,
wow, that was like one of my first things I watched with VTuber was Gura doing a karaoke stream. She can sing.
yeah.
That's impressive.
So it's Cruel Angel's Thesis. I was like, okay, that's pretty good. Then on the right recommended, it was BakaTaka.
I don't know. What?
Dame Dame.
Oh,
The Yakuza song.
The
Okay,
Yakuza
yeah,
song. She was singing BakaTaka, and I listened to that. And I was like, oh. Then my recommended, I got
It
annihilated.
was gone. It was shot.
And then it was like 2 hours later, and Chase and I were still talking. I was like, Chase, I'm watching one of their streams. I don't know what's happening to me.
It's your phone.
Is it mine?
Yeah, it's your phone.
That's fine. You can just ignore it. It's probably just a
Yeah.
spam call. Ignore it.
Thanks, Erik.
Wow.
It's off.
Yeah,
You
it's
can just hear the vibrations.
It's silenced.
Anyways, it is silence.
I can hear
not-
it though.
It's not
Anyway,
completely.
it's like 2 hours later, and I'm watching Kiara's stream.
Yes, I think so because you were like, I think I like Kiara's the most or whatever.
Yeah, because she was playing
The Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
she was playing Fire Emblem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was playing Three Houses.
Three Houses,
And
yeah.
I was like, Chase, she's just like a super weeb or something? She's like, I think so.
She's a degenerate. I know that.
Oh, she's a giga degenerate. She's a
like
huge
of all
degenerate.
of all the Hololive and she
yeah,
is
she's
like
a
she's
huge
just
degenerate.
digging a hole.
Yeah.
She's never getting out of.
But that's the dark turn now. 'Cause my subscription is on YouTube are just full of Hololive stuff.
Yeah.
My recommend is full of Hololive stuff.
Yep.
I probably watch like a few clips every now and then or whatever, but I don't.
I can't stop.
I haven't.
I literally cannot stop.
You're like, someone help, please.
Oh no.
Get me out of here.
So when I was talking about, when we were talking about like audiobooks and like reading and stuff, like you need background noise.
Yeah.
I can't understand, like I'm not fluent in Japanese.
You're
I
putting
can-
the Japanese
I
ones
can understand very little,
Mm-hmm.
but I can get words here and there. I'm just like, I'm gonna throw up like Korone stream, like Aki stream, like
Oh,
just something,
man.
just
Yeah,
something in the
yeah.
background. I'm just like, oh no.
That honestly, I completely agree. Like, so when I was still in college, I watch a little bit of Twitch now, but when I was in college, I would just churn on like Ninja or just whatever big streamer,
Yeah.
and I would just have them running because
Oh yeah.
in the background is like I worked on papers and stuff. It was like the perfect background noise. I don't need to pay attention. There's
Yeah.
nothing important happening. Whatever it is they're doing, they're just doing it again and again and again. This was like peak Fortnite
Yeah.
and Ninja. He's just running games. I don't need to watch any of it to know what's happening. It was perfect. And I feel like it would be even better with a VTuber, especially speaking a language you don't understand.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay attention at all. You just hear the random screaming in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
background. You're
yeah.
like, this is great.
Because I was reading a week or two ago, or a couple weeks ago, and I threw on Korone stream because, or one of her VODs, because she does huge marathons. Like she'll sit there and play a game for 6 to 12 hours.
Seriously?
Right.
Korone is, I think she's a psychopath.
Yeah.
I believe that.
I will say
I've
so.
seen some clips. Yeah, that checks out.
She's a psychopath.
I
She's
think
insane.
I enjoyed it more. I would actually like watch some of the streams, like for the most part, when they were shorter.
Yeah.
Yeah, back when like Ian started, they would do like hour and a half.
Well, I mean, they still do a lot of those.
Yeah.
I think Korone is literally just a psychopath. She does like 6 to 12 hour marathons.
Sometimes they'll be like,
Takes
"Oh, we're
some
playing
time.
Minecraft for like 4 hours
Yeah.
and stuff like that." And I'm just like, I'm not
Like,
watching that.
But I don't mind those super long streams because some like on a Saturday or like a Friday or Saturday.
Oh, that's all
I
day.
literally like pull up one of these like light novels that I've been reading.
Yep.
And I would sit there for like 6 hours and just read the thing. So it's kind of helpful that I don't have to like get up or like do things
Right,
like get a different video or think about it. Like I was watching her play, or I had her video in the background of her playing Assassin's Creed,
Mhm.
and she's playing for like 9 hours at a time. It's like I don't have to think about it. I can just hear her yelling, "Assassin, assassin!" And I'm just like, "Yep, she's just killing."
I remember when she what's it called? She's like she's got the one girl that like she's about, it's like you can either kill this like girl or whatever, or you can like spare her. And she's like, normally I don't think you are like that bad of a person or whatever.
Yeah. But I kill
So,
you.
but I kill you. Is that what you thought I would say? And she kills him, and then like the daughter comes in. She's like, "Mama!" And she's like, "Oh no!"
There was a recent one.
I need to see this clip.
It was a choice in Assassin's Creed to like
which the new one?
Yeah,
Valhalla?
Valhalla. Yeah.
it was a choice like kill this scout or something.
Yeah.
That, like some English scout or something.
Yeah.
She just immediately kills the dude. And some woman comes out who's like, I could have interrogated him for information or something. And she's like, oh no, I got schooled. Oh, I guess I should have killed him, but I wanted to kill him. And it's just like, oh, you feel bad. But as I was saying, I was like, I've been reading. It's just it's good background noise because it's just like you don't think about it, and you pick up words on here there too.
Oh yeah,
But it's just
absolutely.
like
Yeah.
you just hear them yelling, just having a good time. It's really good background.
I do enjoy it. It's
Yeah.
pretty fun.
But
Yeah.
yeah, VTubers, it's a very deep hole
Yeah.
that I've fallen into.
It's a risky play. Now you were saying
It's
it's
very
a perfect background noise for reading light novels.
Uh-oh.
How many light novels have you? First of all, how long has this phase lasted? Like, when did it start, and where are we at in like
Well,
the lifespan of the phase of light novels for you?
if I was allowed to have my phone, I could check.
Oh no!
I could check my order history.
Do we just give him his phone, let him check, and then cut it?
Go
I could
ahead.
check my
Yeah.
order
Yeah.
history. Hey, we're
We're
back.
Hey, we're back.
We,
yeah.
we checked the
We checked
tapes.
it. I got it. I got my first one December 2nd.
Yes.
Well, I guess this is related to Vtubers too.
Wait,
Surprisingly. Yeah,
what?
how I got into light novels, but
Crazy,
I
right?
shall
Oh,
survive
who
using
recommended
potions.
it?
So, Amelia Watson, she had a
Oh, okay.
she had a sponsorship stream from Bookwalker.
Okay, Bookwalker. Yeah.
Because
Familiar.
Yeah, because Bookwalker, is a
They do a lot
subsidiary
of YouTube
of Katakawa, and
is
they
it?
do things with Trash Taste.
Yeah.
They do a lot of things with other YouTubers
Gigok.
and stuff.
And I mostly see him with Gigok.
Yeah. So
yeah.
she had a sponsorship stream to do a read along with this book.
Oh,
I didn't watch
awesome.
this. I didn't watch the stream. I didn't do anything about it. But then I looked at the VOD a little bit. I was like, you know what? I've been getting into reading, and this seems like something fun to get into. Dumb isekai stuff, power fantasy fulfillment,
Yes.
and just like reading it. and I
That's
was like-
it. That's
I
where
was
it's
like,
at.
you know what? I'll get into it. I bought the first book and I read it in like 5 or 6 hours. I didn't put it down.
goodness.
Well, light novels are supposed to be
True. Yeah.
fairly
Like,
short.
Still.
But
Lights.
I picked it up, and when I put it down, I was done with the first volume. I was like, this is pretty good.
Guess I gotta buy the others.
Then I got all of them up to where it's up to release. I think it's volume 4 or something for this one.
Okay.
And I was like, I read all these.
Yeah.
What can I get into? So coming out soon on Crunchyroll, they're doing
Is it the
So I'm a
spider?
Spider.
Yeah.
So what? I used to read the manga a long time ago,
Oh.
and it's also a light novel. So I was like,
Which
okay.
one came first?
I'm pretty sure
Chicken
the
Or
light-
are they
egg.
like?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the light novel came out first, but I also got that was weird.
Yeah.
I also got So I'm a Spider. So what? The first volume of that. I have up to volume 6 of this. I'm on volume 4.
Oh, nice.
Volume 3.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like I said, I've been getting into reading. It's really good background noise. Listen to VTubers who got into it surprisingly.
Okay. Wow.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to watch this one.
Dude, I love it. It's so,
It's just because of the spider.
So-
Oh.
yeah.
yeah, it's a little weird, but
Yell at me.
it's I really like. I used to read the manga a long time ago.
Right.
And
Right.
this was like 2 or 3 years ago when I used to read the manga.
It's like I know what it. Like I've seen the trailer. And I'm just like. It's kind of like messing with me, just like watching the trailer
So
alone.
there's big differences between the manga, the light novel, and
Right.
But yeah, I've been getting into light novels. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, bend it, man. Sniff it. Sniff it.
It's
the book.
so
Come on.
Smell the book.
The
Smell
bad-
the book, man.
The
Come
bad thing
on.
about ordering these is, so I got volume 6, and they bit one of the corners. I'm a little upset.
Amazon.
Yeah, even if you
No!
even if you order through anything, but
So this is literally like reincarnated as a slime, except as a spider.
I guess in a sense, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But
I'm for it.
You know, original. Very original.
like I said, our taste and stuff has drastically changed. I cannot stop reading
You gotta open it a little bit.
isekai power fantasy stuff.
Right.
I can't stop.
Yeah,
And light novels are the best way to go because there's so much of it.
there is. You should read SAM.
I was actually thinking about it.
I know.
I
It's
think
hard not to.
I think I mentioned it at some point.
It's
I think
so
I'll
good.
just-
Have you read it?
No.
He doesn't read.
Yeah.
I can't read.
Let me know when they do the audiobook.
yeah. When they
might
put the
have
audiobook of it, say I want like novel.
I'm in.
Yeah.
You got me.
But yeah,
Even
I've
the
been,
forbidden chapter.
been getting into just isekai power fantasy trash. I'm that person
Solid.
now.
Those are that's my genre, man.
can't
I
get it.
love it.
And I was gonna sit down and like watch anime videos. And I can't do it as easily.
I don't know
Man.
what it is.
BakaTaka! Hey guys, it's me, your boy, Chase Loves Anime, back with another video. Alright, you know I like to go on like those anime sites like Ride Stuff and like find some anime that's like really cheap on sale. It's fun to go into stuff blind, you know, and just be surprised. So let's see here, I got this one. Let me see what this is called. This is Hode Oshigoto. So let's go ahead and give this one a try and see if that's any. If this is gonna be anything great, you know, who knows? Maybe we'll find something. Just kind of. Come on. Seems like a moe kind of show. You know, who knows? Maybe we'll find something great. You know, it might just be like one of those hidden gems that no one's ever discovered yet. Get out, come on.
Yeah, I mean, there is some good originals out now.
Yeah.
There is some good shows that are out also as well, which like Jujutsu Kaisen.
I've heard good
about
things.
it.
I haven't.
Yeah.
I watched the first episode. That's it. Though.
I've only seen the first episode, and I was just like, I already know this.
I was
is
saying
like
it was
something
great.
Yeah, it's
I
some.
haven't watched it.
Just watching the first episode alone, you're like, this is something
I
special.
heard
It
it's
was
like
like-
the next like big shonen. That's supposedly
But
going to be long running.
It's so
I don't
different.
know. Every time I hear that claim,
Yeah.
it never takes off like that.
It's totally not the same. Because you watch like My Hero Academia and like Demon Slayer, they don't have good starts like Jujutsu Kaisen does. Like
had a
from
great first
episode
episode.
1, you're like, okay, we're going.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Still not as good as Made in Abyss episode 1 though. I legit thought that was supposed to be a movie, and like Mal just had it on the list wrong.
Okay, I wasn't a big fan of Made in Abyss,
But the first episode though.
I
I didn't finish Maiden Abyss.
But that first episode though.
mean, so I like the
it's
music.
okay. You can be wrong.
I like the music in Made in Abyss. I like the robot. I can't remember his name, Rig or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, something or whatever. And
I
so
don't remember names.
I really
Except
like
for Kirito,
I-
the black swords.
Dumbass. I think it's a very good world, and it's very good at world building and using its music. But I just wasn't super into the story.
That's fine.
I don't want to get lynched over
That's-
that.
yeah.
but-
The edgy
that's
stuff
whatever.
about it, I feel like has been done better and stuff, and that's just me personally. So,
That's fine.
You could be wrong.
oh yeah, yeah.
You can be wrong.
I could be wrong.
We can all be wrong.
I
We
don't
could
know
all be
about
wrong
that.
at the same
You're
time.
definitely the most wrong.
Well,
We
I
can
don't know
all be
about
wrong at
that.
the same time.
You're in the camp that it's a masterpiece, right?
Made in Abyss?
Yeah.
No. SAO, on the other hand.
So what's it called? Over the time, in fact, it was actually like within like the last like week or two or whatever. Netflix, I guess, silent dropped a new season of Hilda.
I still haven't got around to watching it.
I'm assuming it's a silent drop because I didn't know it was out until I saw it on Netflix.
To be fair, it's targeted to children, mostly.
Season 2 is kind of violent.
Good.
There's like guys get their arms cut off and heads cut off and stuff like that.
Good.
David dies.
What?
Who's Dave?
The main character.
Dude, spoilers.
Yeah, I know. I spoiled the whole thing for you. Wait. It's like episode 3.
Spoilers? Dude, I
Yeah.
plan to watch this.
He doesn't die. He doesn't die.
I mean, I figured he probably
Yeah.
doesn't stay dead at the very
Hilda,
least.
Hilda season 2. You remember in season 1 when they would set things up? Like
Yes.
it's like one episode David grabs the rock. The next episode is the troll.
Very good.
Yeah, it's it would be small things like that. Season 2 doesn't really have that because everything's kind of established. They
Okay.
did that stuff to establish new things. They're like,
Yes.
here's the trolls now. Here's how the trolls are in baby form or whatever. They're literally just like a rock.
Yeah.
And then they become
great.
a troll or whatever. And so
Yeah, you completely lost me on this. So
you saw some of Hilda. We played like the episodes in front of you.
did you?
Yeah,
Wow.
don't you remember?
From my memory.
Dude, I don't remember that.
We watched like 5 episodes.
I don't know, man. I wasn't there.
You were there. We were all there. Anyway.
I don't remember this at all.
Anyways.
I know I watched it. I don't remember watching it with you guys.
Season 2 of Hilda, it's pretty much like a more like focus on the characters of the show and stuff like that. Season 1's more of like, here's Hilda and here's the things around her.
Yeah.
Season 2 is more of, here's the people around here.
Does the Rat King come back? Do we see the Rat King again? I like the Rat King.
Rat King does come back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rat King confirmed.
Yeah. It's
It's this massive ball of rats that all have their tails like knotted together in a sewer, and they know everything, and they'll trade secrets for secrets.
secrets they don't know because they know everything.
Yes,
yeah, I know, right?
it's
So,
awesome.
Hilda-
It's a good show.
Hilda
It's a
season
very
2,
mystical kind
I
of.
was not expecting it. I don't remember if I knew they were making a season 2.
I knew they
or
were
not.
making a season 2. I didn't hear anything about it when it was going to
Yeah.
come out, or if it was like already out, or what.
I didn't know it was already out. I was just kind of like on Netflix one day and I saw it there and it said new episodes and I was like, what? And apparently I got it like the second day it was out and I was just like, yes.
Nice.
Normally they send like emails and stuff.
Yeah,
It's like-
but I blocked Netflix from my email, so
Because
And you don't check your email anyway.
I check my email now.
Because I didn't
have
block
to.
because I still get stuff like new top pick for you, just so I can
Yeah.
kind of keep up with
Yeah.
something that I might be interested in.
But I gotta finish watching Great Pretender. I gotta finish watching Started watching the original Gundam.
Nice.
I finished watching
The
that.
original.
The OG Gundam.
Like that's
Wow.
a poor choice.
Dude, no, it's really good. I'm watching it. I'm just like,
There's so many episodes of just like product placement filler.
but
'Cause
it hasn't gotten to that. I'm
Yeah.
at like episode 4 or something like that.
Yeah,
and it
a lot
hasn't
of-
gotten to any of
A
that.
lot of the middle is just like random filler to
Right.
sell toys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Because
just
that's why they remade it into movies.
Yeah, it's just watching Char like be Char and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and
Mm.
watching the Gundam just kind of fly around and do things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot of just how can I deal with my war crimes? Do I want to fight? I like this girl, but she's weird.
Did he kill his dad at the beginning by accident?
Bro, I don't remember. I watched it so long ago.
Yeah,
never
some
seen it.
guys flew out to space. I thought one of them was his dad, but they didn't actually show the guy's face. They just show an astronaut flying out into space, and I'm just like, I think that was his dad.
Could be.
I've seen so much different Gundam that it all kind of blends together.
Yeah.
'Cause the last one I watched was Gundam Thunderbolt.
You didn't watch Origin or anything last?
No,
One with Char?
the last one I watched, I'm pretty sure it's Thunderbolt.
Oh, okay. I watched Origin last, and then before that, I watched Iron Blooded Orphans.
I watched
Okay.
Iron Blood.
Before that,
I've
I
heard
watched-
that's really good.
Yeah, Iron Blooded Orphans is like one of the like if you don't want to watch Gundam but you want to watch a good show.
It's a really, I wouldn't say a really good, but it's a good intro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's also probably like one of the edgiest. Like it's pretty violent.
It's super edgy.
Yeah.
So they keep the formula in the sense that there's one like, main Gundam that's like the superpowered robot.
Okay.
Because like in the other, because it's not Universal Century. The other like parallel timeline where they have all the other different Gundams. Like
Yeah.
you see like Gundam Wing or Gundam C, where you see like Death's Side from all these other Gundams flying around.
Mhm.
You're just like, oh, the main Gundam isn't just the most normal overpowered one. There's other ones.
Okay. Yeah.
And the actual normal Gundam timeline is just Gundam.
yeah.
Did not realize that.
There's different timelines. Like
Okay.
the alternate timelines, like Code Geass, there's like a bunch of overpowered robots fighting each other.
Yes,
Wait, is
what?
Yes,
That's
Gundam.
not an alternate timeline.
No, I'm not saying that.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay,
I'm
gotcha.
saying, I'm
Okay.
saying it's the same sense. It's
I
just
was like,
there's a
wait,
there's a
Code
bunch
Geass is related to Gundam?
No.
I was like, what?
No, I'm just saying like
So for starters, same studio and everything.
yes,
Mechs
but
and
it's just
everything.
it's just
yeah.
like it's just the alternate timeline of Gundam is the same in the sense of Code Geass. It's just here's a bunch of overpowered robots
Yes.
just duking it out.
Okay, I
And the
understand.
main Gundam timeline is just here's one Gundam changing the battlefield.
But Code Geass it's a mecha that's not really about the mechs. Kinda.
Either way, I still need to.
I don't
The,
know.
the mechs are pretty much just
You
the
get pretty
weapons.
you get pretty invested in some of those mechs.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And the characters
absolutely. Like
behind
the
them.
Lancelot is like my favorite mech of
Yeah.
all time and stuff like that. But
So it's about
you,
mechs.
but like you could literally just change the mechs into like swords, and it
And you can say the same thing about Gundam.
that's true.
could just say
No, you
Gundam
can't
is-
fly
you
around
can-
in space and
You say that Gundam
you
is
can't
just
fly
like-
around in space with a sword.
you can't.
And,
Depends on the sword.
yeah. Well,
You being swordist?
you're right. They just hold the sword and the sword flies around like Wonder
Yeah,
Woman.
magic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just floating.
Yeah. I like Code Geass because there's no space in it. They don't fight in space or anything.
Do
It's
they
just all
not?
on ground. Yeah.
Oh.
It's all
Well, I've only watched like 9 episodes.
All the nightmare frames have like
Maybe I'll
wheel
get caught up when
attachments
season
and
3
stuff.
comes out.
if it ever comes. It's
Yeah.
supposed to be movies.
Is it a
It's
movie?
already out. It's a movie.
What? When did that
Yeah,
happen?
it like 2 years ago, last year, something like that.
Well, I guess I'm
Right.
not going to get caught up then.
Yeah,
I just don't care.
You can actually literally just watch the 3 movies. There's the first 2 recap movies, which are each season, and then you can watch the 3rd one.
Maybe I'll do that.
my interest is waned so much because all this stuff that's like continuations, like season 2s and season 3s, happening so long after the first season. I'm just like, I can't.
You can't remember
There-
everything. It's
There's
just gonna
rumors
ruin
about a new Harvey season.
it. I heard about that.
But
Well, 'cause
if it's not Kyoani,
I
but
don't
Well, it's
want
because
I
it's
don't
like
want
it's
it.
an anniversary for Harvey.
yeah, there's a new light novel that just came out, like after years
Yeah,
and everything.
Oh.
and they're doing like a republishing of all the translated light novels for. I think like Katakawa or something is republishing all the
Yeah.
translated ones.
I just want to watch the actual Violet Evergarden movie. That's all I want.
The actual
Whenever that
movie.
whenever that actually comes out, not like the OVA movie, but like the movie.
Yeah.
I do actually want to watch
Speaking of that,
the OVA movie again. I want to watch it sub though.
the
and hope
physical
it's better.
release came out for the show in the movie. Yeah, I have it right over there. I got the limited edition one.
Very nice.
Yeah.
That's a good collection. I might want that. I might have to
You're like,
pick
give
that
it to
up.
me.
I-
Give it to
well,
me.
I can afford my own.
I might want that. Give it to me. I like your shoes, man. Give me your shoe. Give me your shoes,
your
man.
badge.
Give me your badge. Hey, I like that badge. Give me your badge.
What year did that happen to you?
That
Just
was
a
like 2017.
It was just a
the first
random
year in
woman,
DC.
right?
Yeah, first year in DC.
I like your badge. Give it to me.
Yeah, and the lady.
Well, she knew about the convention that was going on.
I like your badge. Give it to me.
Yeah.
And then when we get to the convention, the guy's like, "Show me the money. Show me the money.
Yeah.
Come on, show me the money."
Yeah.
What is he? Was it Jerry Maguire or whatever that show? Show me money. Got Tom Cruise.
I can't remember.
It's something Maguire. I've
Lizzie
never seen it.
Lizzie McGuire.
No, not Lizzie McGuire.
There's
Whenever you can, borrow stuff from other people because these hobbies are expensive.
They are, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm just thinking, like, looking at Chase's Blu-ray collection and everything.
Mhm.
That's a
He got money in that.
He's even like bought like 90% of it on sales, right?
Yeah, I usually wait for sales because a lot of that stuff goes on sale. There's also, if you want to be the cheaper version, a lot of companies have here's the
save
cheap
version?
here's the cheap version, which
The
they call
ugly box.
Well, so now what they'll do for like Funimation, here's the essentials. They'll have
Oh,
a gray
yeah.
strip that says essentials over it,
Mm.
and
That
you
looks
can,
gross.
yeah, but you can get them for like less than $20 a piece.
Yeah,
It's-
like,
it's
but
like-
if it's about collecting,
Yeah, you want the
you
actual
don't
thing.
want
Yeah.
an ugly
It's
box.
like those old PlayStation 2's like games. They put greatest hits, and they have a big ugly red bar.
Yeah.
And then the
Yeah.
like the oval that says greatest hit.
The only essentials I have over there is I have Sword of the Stranger because it was $10. And I was
Oh,
just
yeah.
like,
That's a good
I
movie.
can't pass up on that. Good
Like
movie.
like these line, they're like they go for anywhere from like 10 to
Yeah, exactly. They're not cheap. It's
like you can get the Kindle versions for like $5 to $7.
because I've gotten a little bit into like collecting like vinyl records and stuff.
Yeah.
And like I enjoy vinyl. It's nice. It's kind of cool to have something that's a little bit more physical than just
Yeah.
Spotify
'Cause-
downloads. And it's not cheap. Like anything new is running you at least $25, if not 30 or
'Cause
plus.
I was
and-
thinking of getting one of those Kindle like ink readers and all that.
Mm,
And but then I was like, that feels nice having a physical.
It
copy.
really
and
does.
Like the collection looks nice too.
yeah.
So I was
Yeah.
like, well, I guess I'll have to go the more expensive route.
Yeah, it really depends on what it is. Like if it's something you actually want to collect, you're gonna have to shell out to like get all the books or get all the films,
like
get all
figures.
Yeah, exactly. But if it's like I want to just try a random light novel and I don't know if I really care about it, pick up the cheap version. And then if you're like, yeah, I'm getting into this, then get the other stuff.
Yeah.
But you kind of gotta weigh that on a case by case basis. You know,
Oh,
it's tough.
All right, everybody. Well, thanks for watching and listening to this episode of BakaTaka.
The reboot.
The reboot, the new and improved version. As always, sitting on the left, it's
George.
in the middle, it's
Erik.
and I'm on the right, and I'm Chase. Don't forget to, dude. Are we gonna keep that part in? Do we want to
Keep what in?
the like and subscribe, comment down below?
I mean, it's on YouTube, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So don't forget to like and subscribe.
Like, subscribe if you enjoyed the show.
Yeah. Ring the bell. leave a
Ring the
comment.
bell.
We,
All that.
we
the
read
normal
all
stuff.
of them.
We read all the comments. Usually, they'll read them like 2 weeks later or
Yeah.
whatever when they actually see them, and I'll be like, "Hey, someone commented." So because they don't actually check them.
I just had to fix it.
Yeah, remember?
Because we did this when we were like setting up everything the first time.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Bruh.
But thanks again for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
Later.
Peace.
Bye.
I couldn't stop.
That was
looking-
awful. F that.
I couldn't
Gosh.
stop looking at my cup because I realized in the middle of this, it's the same color as my
color as
shirt.
your shirt. Ah. I'm just glad I didn't wear my my sweater because then I would have matched it. And he at least had blue.